we just did a report, but it was hard-coded that we wanted to use the number 400. If you want to take the user's input and then have a report generate, here's a great way to do that. It's called using an input box. So it's just like a message box, only it's something where the user can use their input but not actually type into a cell. Let's show you the input box first by itself, and then we're going to implement it into our first report macro. So let's create one more macro, and we're going to call it my IB. That's for input box. And simply, let's scroll up here a little bit. We're going to say input box, and then we can tell it what the prompt is. So maybe let's say how much money should they make? It's a terrible question, but I'm being timed here. Now the title is what appears in the title box of your message, your input box. So we might just say, we could leave that blank, or you could say how much, maybe a shorter version. Then a lot of these other things aren't so important, but if I hit comma again, I will tell you about the default. Default just means what is the message that's in the box right now initially. So before they type anything, maybe you have a default value, maybe 200 is your default, but they can change it to 400 or something. So I'll just put 200 in the input box, and then that's all I'm going to do right now. I'm not going to mess with the positioning or the context or any of those. So that's good. You have to put the equal sign, and you have to put that either into a variable or a cell or something. So I'm going to put it into a variable. So I'm going to say my IB1, because I don't want to use the same word as the sub. My IB1, my input box 1, equals whatever this input box wants to say. So let's run that, hit F5, and we'll stop it right here before it ends. I want to show you what it shows up as. So F5, okay? How much money should they make? That was the question, the prompt, and then the title was how much, and then the default value is 200. You notice it starts out highlighted so that you can immediately type over it. And you can hit enter, or you can hit OK. I believe the escape key would be like clicking cancel or clicking the X. I'm going to hit OK. And since we put a stop marker right here, we can now look at the variable. If you hover over my IB1, it equals the value of 400, the string 400. So that's pretty cool. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to use that with my first report.